Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the broadcast. Well, in today's report, I've got some rather creepy technology that you need to know about. And the reason I need to tell you about it is twofold. Number one, a lot of this is spoken of in Bible prophecy. And number two, we're talking about a global ID that they could eventually force on the entire globe, which we know, according to the Bible, that will eventually come to pass. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about ChatGPT founder Sam Altman and his creation of this little orb. And this orb, he is literally putting in countries, and even here in the US, by the way, he's putting this orb in countries all over the globe in order that people can scan their eyeballs, and then in return for their eyeball scan, they get a global world ID. And I believe the entire precipice behind this idea is some kind of combination of your global digital ID, cryptocurrency, AI, artificial intelligence, and then, of course, they're adding even UBI to that, universal basic income, where those that do scan their eye get a little bit of that crypto coin, if you will, for doing that. I mean, this is downright terrifying, and I believe this should be the top report on all media outlets, but unfortunately it is not. But before I dive in, I need to remind you, get to restrictedrepublic.com. I created this website because there is so much censorship right now. It is unreal, and you're honestly not getting the entire picture, especially on these controlled platforms here like YouTube. So subscribe there, use the coupon code Lisa and the number 5 to get it for $5 per month. That is less than a cup of coffee, and you're going to get 5 exclusive videos, or 5 to 6 exclusive videos a week. On top of it, we do live stream events and all kinds of amazing things there. Check it out, restrictedrepublic.com. All right, so let's dive into this creepy technology that I believe, really points to Bible prophecy. Take a look, and this is on the businessinsider.com, and here's the website. Behold the orb. I can't stop thinking about Sam Altman's dystopian eyeball scanning device, and I do believe this is dystopian. It's almost as if they're asking for a kind of allegiance and bowing down to this orb, if you will. But before I move on, I want to show you the pictures of this bad boy here. But this is a picture of one of the orbs that you can see on the screen here. That's one of the orbs that are being placed all over the globe. Here's another picture of it, so you can kind of get the size of this thing. It's not real big, but you hold it up to your eyeball and it can scan your eyeball. But here's what the article states, and I quote, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman trumpeted WorldCoin's launch on Monday, an effort he co-founded years earlier with Alex Balena to enable universal access to the global economy, according to its website. The orbs, shiny sculpture spheres that scan the eyes of new members, seem to have become the company's dystopian symbol. They have to provide users with World ID, records providing a person signing up as human and not AI, with the goal of moving through the internet more easily and accessing digital currency, according to the new company. It goes on. You don't need to provide any personal information if you don't want to, its website says, besides, of course, the one pertaining to the insides of your eye. The World ID itself doesn't contain any iris-related data, according to the company. And the eyeball scans reportedly get erased, according to WorldCoin. So never fear, they said it, gets erased upon your scanning, if you will. But some 2 million people have already signed up to this, according to WorldCoin. Now, people are lining up all over the globe. You can see a picture here. This is the third day of the launch, and you can see the crazy lines around the world. And people are getting verified in about 8 seconds. But these are the lines of people waiting to take part in this dystopian thing. And by the way, if you're not familiar with its founder, Sam Altman, and many of you may be, I want to tell you a little bit about him. He is the OpenAI CEO, and he actually learned code at 8 and is a doomsday prepper. So this guy stashes gold, stashes guns, stashes masks, stocks mask, if you will. So he's a doomsday prepper. But on top of it, he also created ChatGPT. He founded that. So he's got a lot of technological advancements, if you will. And on top of it all, by the way, he is also an avid Bilderberg participant. Let's go on over to the Bilderberg website here, and we can see meetings. We'll flip on over to 2023. You can see Sam Altman there, the CEO of OpenAI. He's also in the 2022 meeting as well. If you go to the participant list in 2022, you can see his name, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, and he's got other years there as well. So this guy is definitely someone we need to pay attention to, especially considering his background, his history, his prepping capabilities, and the fact that he attends Bilderberg. This thing is downright creepy. Now, I went to WorldCoin's website directly to kind of get a little bit more information on that. But here it is. It's on worldcoin.org. I encourage you guys just to check it out so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. But here's what it states on their website specifically, and I quote, WorldCoin consists of privacy-preserving digital identity, World ID, and where law allows a digital currency received simply for being a human being. We hope that where the rules are less clear, such as in the US, steps will be taken so more people can benefit from both. Now, in fact, you can actually download this. They have a World app that you can download on your phone, the first protocol capable wallet, and reserve your share. After visiting an orb, a biometric verification device, you will then receive a World ID. This lets you prove you are a real person and unique person online while remaining completely private. As the global distribution of orbs is ramping up, you can find the closest one and book time to be verified with World app at worldcoin.org. And this is an attempt at a global scale alignment. Yes, you heard that right. And by the way, you can look into all the countries here and find out where these orbs are located. I clicked the United States. So here in the US, we've got one in Miami, Florida, New York, LA, California. We also have North Miami, Florida, Brooklyn, New York, and then it keeps going. And I'll just kind of scan through these. San Francisco, another part of Florida, New York. There's a lot in New York. Interesting, because that's a very liberal place. Santa Monica being, or California being a lot of that as well. But there's the places here in the United States of America that you can book your appointments and go get your your eye scanned, so you can partake in this global World ID. And by the way, I wanted to tell you that one of the sustainable development goals of Agenda 2030 and these sustainable development goals is the fact that they want global ID for everyone. They want a World ID. Take a look here. This is Sustainable Development Goal 16.9. So it's the ninth part of the 16th the 16th goal there, and it's this. By 2030, they want to provide legal identity for all, including free birth registrations. That is in the 16th goal of the Sustainable Development Goals of Agenda 2030. I believe this could very well play a part, if not open the door to playing a part of that global World ID, because this is exactly what it's offering. It's offering people universal basic income. You get an incentive to sign up. You get to scan your eye, which is about as dystopian as you can get. And don't worry, you have privacy for that. And on top of it, you get this global World ID. Now, the scary part is, biblically speaking, in the latter days, the Bible talks about basically a global order rising, controlled by 10, and then eventually controlled by the Antichrist, controlled by 1. But in this system that rises, according to the Bible, they also implement the mark of the beast. Now, the mark of the beast is technology. A lot of you are aware of it. But for those of you who are not, it will be something that's implanted in your right hand or your forehead. Some people say it could be tattooed as well. But according to the Bible, it says in your right hand or forehead. Well, this kind of world technology, such as what you're seeing with WorldCoin, could eventually develop into something that they could implant into your skin. Take a look at what a top economist is saying. This is on LifeSite News, by the way. Top economist, central bankers are planning CBDC currency implants under your skin. Now, this is according to a prominent German economist, right? And here's what he says. I was taught by central bankers that CBDCs look like a small grain of rice that they want to put under your skin, said Professor Richard Werner, who devised the now widely used bank practice of quantitative easing. And he said that in an interview with Ivor Cummings. But the ultimate end game is having something implantable that could track your medical, your identification, as well as your money. And this is something that CBDC could eventually get into, and something that this World ID with the scanning of your eye could also play into as well. So this is not something I will ever get, because according to the Bible, if you get that mark on your hand or forehead, you're basically, well, you're doomed for the pit of hell. That's what it says in the Bible. Or you're marked and you're one of Satan's in the battle of good versus evil. But so much is going on. This is why I believe this is a very important story. I, for one, won't be scanning my eyeball, and I don't think any of you will be out there either. Maybe you'll surprise me. I don't know. But it's not something that I would personally do. Anyhow, I love all of you. I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Please don't forget to share this broadcast wide and click that like button and subscribe. Anyhow, I'm Lisa Haven signing out.